when I heard this guy for the first time, and him just like the way he processes music and just like plays, it's just so unique and it's really fun.
I'll go. So
I think you're the only one left, so yeah. Welcome to Room 6, the channel dedicated to local music wherever it may be, and the people that make it, including my guests. And my guests today are 4 members of a 10-piece band that's an Austin-based funk fusion collective. Their live shows feature amazingly tight music and onstage acrobatics. Don't know what's going on with my light over there. They are by far the most members of a band that is represented on the channel at any one time. So their album Aurelia is out now. Please welcome to the channel, Blue Tongue. Say hi, guys.
Hello.
And first off, I have to say, great album name, because I have a 17-year-old named Aurelia on the other side of that wall.
Oh, no way. That's awesome.
Is she a jellyfish?
Why did you pick Aurelia?
Is your teenager a jellyfish?
No. Is Aurelia a jellyfish?
Yeah. So the only reason is I was just Googling animals that are blue, and a jellyfish popped up as one of them.
Nice.
We have a song called Moon Jelly, so it seemed fitting.
Oh, so the name came after you'd already written a few songs. Very nice.
Yeah, Aurelia is the Latin name for a moon jellyfish.
Right on. I don't know what's going on with that light. That's annoying me. Why are you like this? All right. Anyway.
Yes, all the time.
Apologies in advance, viewers, for any seizures that happen because of the strobing effect of my lighting. But we named our child Aurelia because it's a very popular like European Spanish name in Spain. I mean, but also we wanted a name that we were going to go Aurora, which I believe is like the princess of Sweden or something. But for some reason, my wife veered towards Aurelia. Really, my wife picked it, and that's what happened. So, but I saw that, and I was like, I gotta interview them. I have to, just for that one moment. So, by the way, if you don't know who Blue Tongue are, go ahead and introduce yourselves. And well, actually, thank you for watching, for one thing, but also go ahead and tell them who you are and what you do in the band.
Oh, I guess I'm first. I'm Dalen, and I bring the vibes. No, actually, I do backing vocals and tambourine, and I get everyone energized and ready for the show because we're a high energy band and it's hard to keep up with sometimes.
I'm Trey. I play guitar and sing. I'll write some music, and I also bought the van.
And does the splits and does the backflips and does the money managing and the booking.
Yes, the said acrobats of earlier. Yes, I'm Jeremy. I play Barry sax. I'm the newest member. I joined only 6 months ago. So it's been a wild ride. I moved in with them, some of them. So it's been a fun journey.
I'm David. I play trumpet in the band Blue Tongue, and I also do some horn arranging, and I make TikToks also.
And he juggles.
That's true.
Nice. Doesn't everybody make TikToks? Give me 1 second here. What is going on with you? All right, I think I got the lighting figured out. We'll see what happens. So, if you want to be like Blue Tongue and be featured on the channel, whether reviewed, interviewed, or both, hit me up using my email address down below or by clicking the Room 6 social media link. You'll find out what I'm up to online, ways you can support the channel, such as buying merch, room6.shop, and more. And what the heck, go ahead and click the like, share, and subscribe buttons. It all helps, and I really do appreciate all of you. And honestly, subscribe just gives me a hit of dopamine every time, so help me out. First off, why the name?
It's nothing interesting.
Are we fans of blue raspberry slushies or what?
No, that's not. It is an interesting story.
I had a lizard, and it was a blue tongue skink, and that's as far as it goes.
Trey started the band really when he was so young, and he loved that skink. And I think it's so adorable that the band came so far along. It's kind of grown along with him, just as he has.
Aw, that's way more adorable than I thought, honestly. But I didn't know if it was some drug reference or what. But
No, but for a while we did have blue Jolly Ranchers that we would give to people. But in the Texas heat, all of the Jolly Ranchers like melted together into one giant blue Jolly Rancher ball. And we were like, we can't do this in Texas.
Right. Right on. So I want to ask one of my more usual interview questions, and you were room 6 or OG people, you know what's coming. I want to talk about your earliest musical influence, and by that I mean, do you remember a time where you said, "I want to do that"?
I don't want to go first.
No, you.
I have a very specific one because like I started playing saxophone like in Texas. There's a really big like music education component in school. And so I remember like I was just doing it in middle school, and I don't know, I've always liked music, and I've always like wanted to do music, but it was, I don't know, as a kid, I didn't have like serious ambitions with it. But we went to like my middle school band went to a conference, and I was playing bari sax in the band, in the school band. And I started talking to this older guy at the conference just randomly. And then he was like, "Oh, you play bari sax. Do you know this person? And do you know that person?" And I was like, "No, I don't know these people." It was like Jerry Mulligan and like Art Pepper. Or I don't know. There's some jazz saxophonists that I never even really knew about. And I remember I got home after that trip, and I like plunged myself into the world of like saxophone music, which I really knew nothing about, even though I'd played it for like 3 years at that time. So that was like a big like kind of launching point for me, where I was like, oh wow, this is like a whole world that like I didn't even know about, and it's just gone deeper and deeper, and I keep falling down the rabbit hole, and I don't know where the top of it is anymore.
And he was only 4 years old.
Nice. Next.
I actually wanted to play drums when I was 6, but my mom did not want that in the house, so I became a guitarist.
Right,
there's a special like high tier in heaven for parents that allow drummers, kids to drum in their home.
Actually, my brother ended up taking up drums later, so it didn't matter. But I think around the time I actually wanted to make it a career was literally after my first gig with the band. I was in like a little like under 18 band program where they grab a bunch of kids and put them in a band. And I think we played this place called the Ballroom. It used to be called Spider House in Austin. And I was like, hey, this is pretty cool. I'm so sweaty, but it's okay. It's okay this time.
Who's up next?
Well, I kind of grew up around a lot of music and a lot of musicians just my whole life, with one of my parents being a musician, and I had kind of always fought against it, even though like since I was probably 2, I was like, I'm going to be an opera singer. Didn't end up being an opera singer, but I think the music has just been in my bones and I can't get it out. And if you hear about some kind of procedure, let me know, because boy, it's not an easy life. But my mom was always playing, Tom Petty to George Jones to the Hives and Violent Femmes and just literally everything under the sun. And so when I heard this guy for the first time, and him just like the way he processes music and just like plays, it's just so unique and it's really fun.
I'll go. So
I think you're the only one left, so yeah.
Then that seems like an appropriate person to go. So I took like piano lessons as a kid. I did like violin when I was a kid. I started trumpet in middle school, and I was always very into it. But the thing that I remember making me really fall in love with music was when Michael Jackson died. The day that he died, MTV was showing a bunch of Michael Jackson music videos. So they were playing Billie Jean and a bunch of stuff off of the Thriller album and stuff from Off the Wall. And I heard the album Off the Wall for the first time as a middle schooler, and it blew my mind. So it got me interested in all sorts of like funk and disco and stuff, like mostly influenced by Quincy Jones. And it just sort of created this obsession with like, imagine like a little 7th grade kid with his Apple earbuds in, just absolutely rocking out to Quincy Jones. So that very fond memories. So that I just kept sort of chasing that high, and now we're here.
Very cool. You were a hipster before you even knew it.
Literally before there was a.
Nice, nice. Stick around, by the way. We're going to be seeing a music video for their song. What was it called again?
Blisters.
Blisters. That's right. Totally forgot. Sorry. Wow.
It gives everyone in the band blisters when they play it.
That's mainly Rowan.
Wow. That's slapping the bass and everything. All right. So yeah, stick around. We're going to see the music video for Blisters. And if you want to know what the band is up to, or maybe go see them live, I'll be having their social media links down below in the description as well. So you guys still seeking a new drummer who's based and over 2 feet tall?
Yes, we are. We're actually finishing up auditions this weekend.
Right on. Any strong contenders like a 3-foot gnome? What do you got?
There was one guy, he was really good, but he was only 1'9", so we might have to pass on him.
Womp womps. Platforms?
That's not allowed.
Right on. And why is Savannah the only one on your website without a nickname?
Because her name is so long that I thought it was just funny to have her name.
Fair. I mean, that's a legitimate reason, I guess. I was just sitting there going like, why does Savannah not get the quote marks?
I have a bunch of nicknames for her on my phone, but none of them are really appropriate for stage or the website. So
You know you're a musician, right?
they all make her look really bad. I don't want to do that.
I mean, it's only offensive if she hates it. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. Don't come at me. All right. So I know that the band you've been going a little while, right? A few years?
Yeah, I think it's been close to 10 years now.
Now, it didn't start off with 10 people, obviously, right? It started off with
No, it was a trio. It kind of doubled in size probably only like a couple of years ago. Because Rainu came on like a couple Septembers ago, and then David came on like last May for Shrekfest.
Yeah, a very efficient way to increase the size of your band is to add 3 horns.
That'll do it. Well, the reason I ask is that the 4 of you, you've got some shows under your belt together playing as Blue Tongue, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I like to ask this question. I want to know, what is your most favorite, like, memorable show memory of performing as Blue Tongue, and where maybe you checked off some rockstar wish list, or things went way off the rails, somebody went to jail, whatever. What do you got that's your this one-time story?
We played last year at the House of Blues in Dallas,
Nice.
which was such a crazy venue, and there was catering backstage and like a real green room and got like a real sound check and everything. It was awesome. We were playing with this band called Here Come the Mummies and Post X Nachos, which that was a gig that was super big and insane that we just never really pictured playing. So that was super cool.
That's a good one. Also, like, we didn't have to beg for it. They reached out to us, and they did so like about a week before they wanted us to go to Dallas.
Yeah.
And that was actually our tenor sax player, Jeffrey. That was his first show with us.
Wow. Set the bar high.
Yeah, he hadn't even met like half the band at that point.
And we said, all of our gigs are like this.
We swear.
Now, I think for me, it would have to be the... so Wolfpack came to play at Stubbs in Austin, and we got to kind of play the after party at the indoor stage. And that was amazing, just because they're... one of my favorite bands is one of Trey's favorite bands, and they're a huge influence on us. And so it was an honor to play for everyone after that, and it was a great crowd. And so I think that was probably one of my... Yeah, he actually... Jeremy was in the crowd. That was before he had even joined. I think
that's when I met you,
that was when we met Jeremy, actually.
Yeah.
And that's...
David wasn't in there. He was there, but he wasn't in the band yet either.
Yeah.
We had only... 6 people.
Yeah, we had only just connected, but it's like stuff like that, shows like that are, I think, it kind of ignites something in me, because it's good things happened after that, like a domino effect. We found the right people, and we found people that, really connected with us, and that's why that show was so much fun.
Jeremy, what's your favorite?
I was gonna say that same show, because that was the first time I heard y'all play.
Yeah.
And it was just, I don't even remember why I was there. It's just I just moved back to Austin. Like, I grew up here, but I moved back, and I was kind of like, okay, let's see, like, what some people I know, or friends of friends are up to. And I just remember like being there and being like, wow, this is like really, I really enjoy this. I really like being there. And then I went to another show where these two got engaged,
Okay,
and
that's
I was,
gonna be mine.
Oh yeah.
yes,
Wow.
yeah, we'll talk about that, huh? And then I was also like, wow, this is really great. And then yeah, so honestly, the process of leading up to all that was pretty cool.
I forgot about that one.
Yeah, that's my favorite show. Is our album release this past January. We came out with an album, and I proposed this one on stage during one of our songs.
Aw.
Yeah, Trey, that's the correct answer.
Yeah.
And she had
meant a
no
lot to her.
idea.
Obviously meant a lot to her.
Yeah.
Yeah, 10 years in the making. I finally.
Yeah, I got her. Her parents flew down. I invited everyone I know, and I guilted them. I was like, "Hey, you got to show up to this show, this particular show. You have to show up."
Really, it was just a strategy to get people to come to the album release.
And it was a great show at my favorite venue. And then a month later, we kidnapped this guy and went to New Orleans.
Nice. Well, I mean, as memorable shows go, those are all really awesome. I remember performing at House of Blues in Las Vegas, and the whole time you were backstage, like, wow. There's showers in the green rooms. There's 3 green rooms back there, and you could tell they were used to acts like Snoop Dogg, because at least one of them had a giant hood in the ceiling for the smoke to go out.
I think we had the 3rd green room at that venue.
Yeah, like House of Blues, they know what they're doing. I was also, I remember I was frontman for a 3-piece indie rock band, and I remember that was the best. I could hear everything. I mean, they have a sound person out there, and then they have a sound person stage left. So, like, I could hear everything, and it was amazing. I hated that our set was over. So, all right.
I know we only got to play 30 minutes, but it was my favorite 30 minutes.
Wow, I feel special. We got 45. We were the opening act of like a local Vegas band showcase kind of thing, and we got to sell our tickets and didn't make any money. Anyway, a couple more questions, and then we're gonna check out that music video for. Give it to me.
Blisters.
Blisters. Why can't I remember that? Make sure you watch it, and then you can remember it. I swear to God, I'm sorry. I don't know why my brain is shot. But yeah, stick around. A couple more questions here. Any plans to come up to the Pacific Northwest, like Portland or Vancouver?
Northwest, not this year. We're by the time this comes out, we'll have concluded a Midwest tour, but we haven't been that direction yet. We haven't been further than LA yet.
We're unlocking new areas. We've
Leveling up.
Yeah, we've done the kind of south and then southwest. We've gone to California, and then we really love going to Colorado, just because there's just such a great community of people that really love live music. And so now we're going east, and then maybe by next year we'll be going up northwest.
Oh, let me know, because if you're in Portland or Vancouver, I can come see you, and I'll do a review of the show. I'd love to meet you in person.
Awesome.
So we'll be there.
Right on. So, last question. You made it. Yay. Want to ask, we're going to circle back to that earliest musical influence question, okay? And we're going to jump in a time machine. We're going to go talk to Little You, who said, I want to do that. And I know maybe not Little You, but you know what I mean.
I'm the exact same size.
What is one thing that you wish you could go back and tell yourself and say, like, hey, you're going to need to know this? And don't say change your strengths.
I guess I'll go first.
Yeah, go first.
I think I would probably tell myself, stop fighting it. You're just wasting time, you know.
He's going to propose eventually.
I had also promised myself, I was like, I'm never going to date a musician. Especially a guitar player. I'm never going to never do that to myself. And I'm never going to be a musician. And I mean, I guess what I would tell myself is never say never, because clearly that's exactly what happened. Yeah, I think that's probably the thing that I shot myself in the foot with a little bit early on, was that I was like, well, it's never going to happen, or I'll never do it. And then it's like, well, you could have been doing it sooner if you had stopped fighting it.
Definitely.
Mine would probably just be, don't be such a perfectionist, because I clung on to stuff for so long and didn't release it. And then next thing I knew, hey, it's been 10 years and I've gone through 4 different lineups and I haven't released it at all yet. So I would just say don't be a perfectionist. To a degree.
To a degree. Yeah, good advice.
Yeah.
Don't settle for crap, but eventually the painter has to know when to put the paintbrush down.
Yeah, I feel that a lot. I think for me it would be like let your curiosities, just whatever your curiosities tell you to explore, just do it. Because I was in an environment, I was like very into like the classical music world for a very long time, and so I was like a very focused, and I had a lot of teachers tell me, oh, don't do that, don't do this, like you're gonna ruin your career if you do that or you do this. And so I wish I knew earlier on, just like, yeah, if you're interested in something, explore it. And I think that's kind of what's so fun about life. So that's what I'd tell my younger self for sure.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, similar to that, I would say, learn the rules, learn as much about music and as much as about theory as you can. But at the end of the day, make music you like. Base your choices off of the vibe that you like. You can reason yourself to death. You can over-engineer and overwrite every single thing. Make music that feels good to play, and make music that feels good to write.
So you can tell that these 3 work with kids regularly because that's how they would actually speak to a child.
And that's actually where that question grew out of. Is I used to ask a lot of older musicians, especially, like, let's talk to the children's. What do you say to new musicians who say, like, I want to be like you? But it occurred, I started interviewing acts that were like 18. It was like, they have no life experience yet. So instead it became like, what do you wish someone had told you, and maybe you, and said, hey, you're gonna need to know this. I couldn't say it any better. All good advice. Hey, make sure you hit those social media links for the band down below. Stick around. We're going to be watching that music video for Blisters. Finally got it. And we'll catch you in the outro. In the meantime, we'll see you in a minute. I want to thank Blue Tongue for coming on the channel. It was a great interview and an awesome music video. If you want to know more about them, hit up those social media links down below. Tell them Room 6 sent you. If you want to see more videos like this, please click up here. If you'd like to subscribe, click over there, and don't forget to ring the bell. And if you want to hear my own music, click over there. Remember to be amazing, and we'll see you next time on Room 6. Say goodbye, guys.
Bye. Wait.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. There's always one.